In our today's class, we are going to discuss the third important tool of biotechnology, that is the host cell. I have already mentioned you that host is the organism into which the recombinant DNA is introduced, and within the host only the multiple copies of gene of interest are produced. So, the other two host tools are also listed here in the table, that is the restriction enzyme and the cloning vector. In our previous lessons, we have already learned about these tools in detail. Now, let us learn the third important tool of biotechnology, that is competent host. Now, competent host, that means the bacterial cells are directly not ready for incorporation of the recombinant DNA, or they are not ready to accept the recombinant DNA. So, they are made competent in order to receive the recombinant DNA. Now, let us see that how are the bacterial cells made competent so that the DNA, recombinant DNA, can enter into them for further propagation. The mixture of recombinant DNA is taken up by the suitable bacterial cell, which is the host cell. The bacterial cell are poorly accessible to DNA molecule, and these host cells are made competent by treating them with calcium ions. DNA is hydrophilic molecule and it cannot pass through the cell membranes. So, the bacterial cells are treated with the calcium ions, Ca2 plus ions, and then these cells are incubated with recombinant DNA on ice and then placed briefly at 42 degrees C. This is known as heat shock, and then again they are placed back on the ice. So, they are treated, they are giving the treatment with the hot and cold temperatures. Initially they are cooled down to 0 degrees and then they are brought together, brought to 42 degrees C, that is a high temperature range. So, this is basically known as the heat shock, which increases the permeability of the cell membrane so that the bacterial cell or the host can allow the recombinant DNA to enter into it. The other methods by which the host can be made competent or by which the DNA can be injected includes micro injections. Now, in the micro injection, the recombinant DNA is introduced into host cell or bacterial cell by directly injecting the recombinant DNA into nuclei of the cell with the use of micropipette or microneedles. This method is basically used for animal cells. The next method is the biolistics or gene gun. The foreign DNA or recombinant DNA is coated onto surface of minute cold or tungsten particle. The size of these particles can be 1 to 3 mu meter, and they are shot to the host cell or the target cell using a particle gun or gene gun. So, these are the another two methods by which the recombinant DNA can be entered into the host cell. The another method that is used is electroporation. This is a new technique. In electroporation, the foreign DNA is transferred into target protoplasm of the cell, that is it is transmitted into the protoplasm of the host cell by applying the high voltage electric current to the host. The high electric current makes the cell membrane permeable, and so the foreign DNA enters into the cell protoplasm. So, this is the another method, that is electroporation, which involve the use of high voltage electric current. Now, the process by which the recombinant DNA enters into host cell or bacterial cell is called transformation. So, this is the complete process by which the bacterial cells are allowing the recombinant DNA to enter into it, and host cells are made competent. Okay, children. So, this is all for the day. This is a 3-mark questions in your CBSE board. This comes that how the host cell is made competent, or how the host or the bacterial cells are allowing the recombinant DNA to enter into it. So, there are 4 methods that we have discussed. First was the heat shock method, the second was the gene gun or the biolistics, the third was the micro injection, and fourth was the electroporation.